The bizarre Menendez brothers case was one of the biggest news stories to break in the early 90s. What followed was decades of tiny cells, prison fights, and a surprising new development in the case. In August 1989, Lyle and Erik Menendez reported that their parents, Jose and Kitty Menendez, had been killed.
Don't kill my parents. Pardon me? Don't kill my parents.
It wasn't until March 1990 that the brothers became suspects, after their psychologist's girlfriend told the police they'd confessed to the murder. After 2 lengthy trials in which both Lyle and Erik claimed they were sexually abused by their father, they were found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life without parole. In a 2005 interview with People, Erik, who married Tammy Ruth Sackerman while in prison, gave a glimpse of his life behind bars, saying, "The cell I live in is tiny, about 6 foot by 4 foot. 2 people live in the cell. The cell is so small that only one person can be up off the bunks at a time. There is a commode and a sink. The one upside was that he had a window so he could look outside, but prison life was still rough. According to Erik, the thing you have to get used to in prison are the violent noises. It is very difficult to live with." He added that fights broke out regularly. At the time, it had been 9 years since he'd seen Lyle, and it would be over 20 years before the Menendez brothers saw each other again. During that time, Lyle and Erik communicated through the mail. Meanwhile, both brothers spent their days doing good deeds in their respective prisons. Erik offered comfort to inmates with terminal illnesses, while Lyle helped those who'd experienced sexual trauma. In 2003, Lyle married his second wife, Rebecca Sneed, telling People, "Our interaction tends to be very free of distractions, and we probably have more intimate conversations than most married spouses do, who are distracted by life's events."
Under California law, conjugal visits are not allowed for those sentenced to life without parole.
After spending 22 years in different facilities, in 2018, Lyle was transferred to Erik's prison in San Diego, California, and the brothers reunited. Journalist Robert Rand told ABC News, "They just hugged each other for a few minutes without saying any words to each other. Then the prison officials let them spend an hour together in a room." At the time, Erik was assigned to a different part of the prison, but a few months later he was transferred to where Lyle was housed. Since then, the Menendez brothers have seen each other daily, sharing meals and enjoying the fresh air in the prison yard. Although Erik described the first period of prison life as rough, he and Lyle settled into their incarcerated life and have accomplished a lot over the years. In an interview with A&E, Rand shared, "What's really important about Lyle and Erik in 2022 is that they are both contributing quite a bit to their prison community. Lyle is very involved in prison reform activism. Both brothers are working together on a large mural being painted on the grey concrete walls at the prison." Rand added, "Erik leads several self-help groups every week at Donovan, including a mindful meditation group, and has started a hospice group at Donovan."
He helped me in a lot of ways, man. Mentally, helped me ground myself.
Despite their contributions to life at the prison, former corrections officer Hector Bravo Ferrell described the Menendez brothers as having a, quote, "sense of entitlement," according to the New York Post. However, according to fellow inmate Anna Ray X-Rated Brown, Lyle and Erik helped him a great deal by encouraging him to change his life while locked up. Brown told the Post, "Lyle was the guy who started teaching me the value of utilizing my popularity to my advantage in a way where I can be influential for positive things. He was the first person to say, 'Hey man, I think you should sign up for these classes. There's another way to do your time.'" Brown was released on parole in 2018 after serving 26 years in prison. And there may be freedom in the future for the Menendez brothers as well. New evidence has come to light that may prove the sexual assault allegations against their father. Their case is being re-examined and a hearing will take place on November 26th.